that await all of us in the future. So thanks for everyone to everyone who's supported me throughout this journey, and thanks to everyone who's followed along. It's been entertaining and enlightening, and I hope you all have a pleasant day and enjoy what freedom you do have today.
Is he out yet?
Not yet, no.
Morning, everybody.
All right, morning.
Derek, Jake. You mean Mr. Martin? Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah. I go by Elko's name. Well, yeah, I know, but here we have to use the, otherwise we won't be talking about.
We want Derek! 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 We want Derek!
Good morning, my name is Derek. He's being released right now, so...
Wonderful!
I did that. Oh yeah, you just said I did.
He didn't do it, Chris. He's just doing his job.
So what the fuck? I say, thanks for releasing my friend from the big cage that you violently put him in. He says, I didn't do that. You're the warden, fucking asshole. He's like a horse waiting for the gate to open.
So many happy smiling faces. Look at all these peaceful people. Hey! Oh, hey! Hadn't seen you in a while.
So, you just got out of jail. Are you ready to go commit another act of civil disobedience in Middleborough, Massachusetts today?
I've heard about the
Free
intrusion
fucking
on
speech demonstration.
freedom, and where does it end? If we start with one word, then only others are to follow. So I think it's important to just nip this in the bud, show people that it's not okay to ban speech.
And we're going to stand up to a bully together, aren't we?
We can do that. Let's do it peacefully.
To Middleborough, Massachusetts.
Let's show how it's done peacefully.
Say a four-letter word in Middleborough and you could soon be fined. Well, some people have some choice words to say about that.
Some people coming together for what they say is a freedom of speech issue in Middleborough.
Their message is all about freedom of speech.
Come heck or high water, dozens gather for a swear-in.
I'd like to introduce a friend of mine, Derek J. Freeman, who just got out of jail this morning for his victimless crime spree in New Hampshire, and is ready to join us in another act of civil disobedience. So, Derek J.
I don't use profanity in everyday language. I think it's important that those of you who want to can, without a fear of being caged or extorted. And, there's a slippery slope argument to be made where if a person grants the government the authority to tell us what we can and can't say, then those people who are like me, who vehemently oppose war, may one day be threatened with being told that we're not allowed to tell other people how we feel about ending war. So I thank you for being out here. It's encouraging to see so many smiling faces.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful fucking day.
The language that is coming from inside this building saying that we are going to use the force of government to control your speech is way more offensive than any particular word.
Adam Kokesh organized this protest against a bylaw that slaps a $20 fine on people caught swearing in public. He calls that an affront to free speech.
They now have the ability or authority to steal from you if they don't like what's coming out of your mouth.
Government is a bully.
Derek, just to catch viewers up on your situation, you were recently released from jail after having served time for your victimless crime spree. Tell us what that experience was about.
Yes, thank you for asking, Allie. Over the last year, I've gone on what I'm calling a victimless crime spree, engaging in civil disobedience and committing crimes which involve no victims. And for that, I've served today 60 days in the Cheshire County House of Corrections.
Wow, that's a lot of days.
Well, that's nothing compared to the 800 that I have floating over my head for having, if I commit another crime in the next 2 years. So, needless to say, I won't be aiming for that goal.
So, Derek, what's next for you now that you're freer?
Well, thank you for asking. Now that I'm out of jail and able to do a lot more, I will be going on the road as what I'm calling self-imposed exile from the Shire. I'll be traveling with my video camera to meet other liberty activists and see what ways they're gaining independence, not only from the government, but for themselves. People who are raising chickens all the way up to a guy here in New Hampshire who's building his own cell phone tower. There are all different kinds of ways that people are declaring independence for themselves, and I think that's really exciting. So I'll be showcasing that as I travel across the country. Got Garrett driving, and we're gonna pull into a gas station right up here. Get some gas, change drivers. All right, so just gassing up before we go. I'm not planning to stop for food or anything. I just want to go. If I have to refuel, I'll do that, but I'm just gonna lay low. I'm also traveling traveling a pretty roundabout route. I was just talking about this with Garrett and Steve. I'm thinking I'll go through Albany, New York, rather than go through Massachusetts, and then from there I'll go through Scranton, PA, to get through to South Jersey next to Philly, rather than go through Jersey, because that can be unsafe. There are a lot of police in New Jersey, and they've got all these cameras everywhere, like every toll booth. Cameras that can read your plates. Can't have that. So, all right, we've just gassed up. Should be full.
I hope that he can stay out of the hands of the aggressors, because I know how it is for me, and I think that I can relate to Derek on this, and that is that it's hard to do what you're told once you're used to saying no. When you're used to saying no to the government aggressors, and then you've got this, suspended sentence hanging over your head, as he does here in New Hampshire, and you've got, you want to stay safe, you don't want to be put in jail cell, you don't want to be put in a jail cell in Denver or wherever it is he ends up visiting on the tour. It's going to be difficult for him to back down if there's a situation, because he's going to be hanging out with activists, he's going to be videoing their activism, but sometimes just holding a video camera, as you well know, can get you in trouble too. So there's a good chance that he's going to encounter some kind of an aggressive police officer or bureaucrat of some sort who's going to want to teach him a lesson for recording video, and then he's going to have to make that choice to either stand his ground or back down. And I know he doesn't want to go to jail at this moment at all, and I'm sure he doesn't want to go to jail outside of, Cheshire County, so he's going to probably have to back down, and that's going to probably be the biggest challenge for him.
Visit Keene in the Shire and join other liberty lovers who are getting active to achieve a voluntary society. Whatever you do, don't be bored. I truly believe this is the most exciting time we could have possibly hoped to be alive.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming. And we'll get the overhead lights turned on here in a short bit. Everybody on the left-hand side here, please beware, there is a cable running up the aisle here. You may have just seen me pulling that up there, so beware if you are stepping out of your seats. Please don't trip. So let's see, I want to make sure we get everything set up here. We got a couple video cameras. We're going to be doing a Q&A session. Hopefully y'all have some questions, because otherwise we just have to bam. So we're going to have this microphone here. Y'all would just be able to come up and speak into it, ask whatever question it is that you would like to ask of Derek J., who is here. We're hoping Bo Davis, who is the editor of the film, who did a fantastic job with this, we're hoping he was going to be able to make it. He is on his way, had some personal issues to deal with this morning, unfortunately, so I don't know when he is scheduled to arrive. We're not going to wait for him because we're on a pretty tight schedule here. We've got lunch in the park to do after this, so I hope that if you're walking out, I hope you'll see us in the park later, 12:15. We're going to be at Ashwaylet Park. Thank you for coming. So let's make sure I've got that camera running in the background. We've got one over here. Do we need camera operators on this, or you just want to do static shot?
It would be great if someone could operate this camera just for when folks are speaking into this camera, unless someone's got this shot.
I pulled back to a wide shot on the back one, so I don't know if you want to.
Sure. I'm just going to change the camera angle real quick, and then we'll get started.